childish in the early years because I just say some off the wall shit. But as I developed into a man and, you know, went through some things, that shit just like, it's like, damn, this nigga know how to ride the beat and he come with this shit. So that's one way I develop my sound, like freestyling. Like when it's my turn, they look at me like, damn, Pat, you finna say? Boom. When I say something, then I just keep going like what I'm trying to knock a nigga out first thing I say, like that bitch might be one of the best lines on the song. Yeah. First thing I say sometimes. So I still be talking about H-time shit, but I think I don't know. Like I don't know how I developed the skill to. That shit crazy.
Right. So
Zero and Wayne, my favorite rapper, like all time. Got nothing to Zero. Like they got the most music on my phone. Zero and Wayne. H-time music and Wayne type shit. I'm a real student of the game though. I listen to everybody.
Okay, so back on your rapping style. So do you feel like? Let me ask you this: do you feel like being unique and different, that's one of the keys to kind of help your career go further in the game?
Yeah, everybody talk about the same. Yeah, that was different. That would separate me. And that's what's gonna continue to separate me, because at the end of the day, if I was to talk about that, I wouldn't even be myself. But I feel like I came up in an era where niggas was making real songs. So even our favorite gangster rappers, them niggas want to talk about this shit all the time.
Yeah, not killing and shooting and all this.
Talking about pain, like Lil Boosie,
Zeros, Trays.
Zeros, you know, these niggas they telling you that they ain't no hoes, but them niggas making real songs to help you with certain situations in your life type shit.
Nah, real talk. I do feel like today, a lot of artists, they kind of focus on what's popular instead of, like you say, giving us a story about their lifestyle and how they grew up. So, let me ask you this though. So, I've been seeing you lately, you know, when you've been doing a lot of networking as far as like city to city, state to state. So, what's your thoughts on networking? Do you feel like networking beyond Houston, beyond the state of Texas, that's also a key, to kind of helping your career go further in the game?
Most definitely, because like niggas always say, music is a business. So when you look at it that way, why not? Why wouldn't you want your business to expand outside of Houston? That just, it makes sense. You never know who fucking with you. Because it's so crowded in the city, we all doing the same thing. You gotta branch out. We fighting for the same fan base. You gotta branch out.
Right. So you think, let me ask you this, so do you think it's because, in our history, we always kind of been like some independent stars out here in Houston, back in the day, those guys didn't really have to leave maybe our region, to kind of make money and have a buzz. So do you think because of that, a lot of guys starting to get comfortable in the city as far as like, yeah, I'm on in Houston, but when you go out of town, don't nobody really know who they is.
Or even then, they still was live on the South, like Louisiana, Alabama, Arkansas, Mississippi, Oklahoma, New Mexico still knew about our artists. Mm-hmm. So it might look like they was only Houston based, but they like these people buying Dre from us, and through that learning our music culture and some more shit. So niggas not knowing it all, not knowing the full story. You can't. It looked like the niggas only was eating off of Houston, but they built. You gotta build your what's it called first, then go.
Right.
Naturally, when you make a buzz out your city, other people gonna hear from you. As soon as you hear one person hear from you that's not from the city, that go tap in, cause that one person gonna tell 2-3 people.
Right. I agree with that. You definitely gotta network, especially with people from outside the city, outside the neighborhood and stuff like that, because shit, that person can tell, like you say, 2 to 3 more people, then they might tell 2 to 3 more people, and then that's how That's how your name get the ringing. But do you think the OGs in Houston, they not showing enough love to the youngsters? Cause it's been some posts lately where a lot of youngsters feel like the OGs not doing enough, I guess, to help the youngsters kind of get on a little bit. Do you think the OGs should do that?
Hell yeah. It should be some type of system that go on with this shit. Cause I guess we see that shit in Atlanta. I guess it's a smaller place, so it's easier for that shit to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I do, like Trey the Truth be doing that shit, but he like the only one a nigga can really speak for.
Yeah, shout out Trey the Truth.
Cause you can just see he done did, he shed so many lives on so many young artists. But hell yeah, I think they should show love, but I feel like maybe they feel like they ain't get enough love shown when they,
when they was coming up.
Yeah, cause they had their time, but it's like everybody started stealing our culture and we ain't have a voice to say nothing about it. So maybe they feel like, man, they still, their time ain't over yet. I don't know what's going on.
Right.
But maybe shit, cause maybe they feel like that music bullshit. Cause I be feeling like that way too.
Yeah,
I be like, man, this shit ain't it.
And then the money, it's probably not as good as an independent artist now like it was back in their day, to where you could sell 100,000 out the trunk. Nowadays, shit, iTunes, a single, what is it, like $1, $2 for a single now? I mean, that shit really ain't nothing compared to you getting $15, $20 an album. You selling 100,000 copies, you do the math. Shit, damn nigga, you basically a million now.
Yeah, that boy Power Wow be working with the news.
Yeah, Power too. Forgot about
like
him.
If you holler at him, he ain't gonna deny you.
Yeah. Shout out Power Wow. Power Wow one of the ones too.
Yeah, bro, follow me.
Yeah, shout out Power Wow for real. Once again, man, I definitely been seeing him. Power Wow, Snoop Dogg too as well. Snoop Dogg kind of been helping out. But yeah, for sure, Trey, Power Wow, Snoop Dogg, those three I've been seeing probably the most help out the youngsters. But I want to fast forward to the music, man. So how did you link with BFB the Pac-Man? And how did y'all come together with that song called Haven?
I had linked up with him through A-Red. And,
shout out A-Red, went to high school with him.
I had this fucking song that I ain't really want to put a second verse to, like I ain't want to force that hoe. I was like, fuck it, I'll put bro in that joint. Cause it was like a single type shit, it wasn't really it was like a radio song type shit. I'm like, fuck, I'll put bro in that hoe. I hit up A-Red to see if that shit was good, and he made it happen.
Nah, that hoe was hard, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like I said, like, with your music, bro, you don't stick to just one type of thing, one type of content, You one of them artists, I would say, when it comes to your music, your visuals and stuff like that, you put a lot of thought in it. You're not just sitting at the house with 30 dudes waving guns in there, or videos with 20 women shaking their ass everywhere, so.
That shit old in the bitch.
Definitely, like, you definitely creative when it comes to your music, though. I definitely want to give you credit on that side of the music and stuff like that, bro. So do you think that's part of your game plan as far as like just standing out against the competition, as far as like just having deep creative thoughts with your content?
Most definitely. It just come with, back to that shit being a business, like, man, you gotta really stop trying to rush and put that shit out. Why not be creative? Being creative, people think that shit just gotta be some type of beautiful, but being creative, you just thinking, putting more thought into what you putting out.